Weekend, and joining me today, panelists Alexandra, Hudson, and Christina Antello. Good to see both of you this morning. Alexandra, I want to start with you, and then Christina, I'll have you weigh in. You know, the stimulus is being promoted as a group of bipartisans in the members of Congress working together. But as we know, in 2020, bipartisan doesn't really mean you're going to get it done. So what do you think is going to happen now in the near future when it comes to getting it done? And I'm using air quotes.
I'm hopeful that we will have an FDA approved vaccine very soon, which means that the world might return to normal very soon, maybe even in the coming months. And I think a better word for the stimulus is a lifeline. We need to offer people who need it, businesses, individuals, a lifeline to get them over the hump in these coming months. And it should be targeted. People who are concerned about the last stimulus bill and its shortcomings. There are some valid concerns about that, and we should learn from those errors and incorporate that into a second stimulus bill. But it is important that that we do offer these people who need it most. Businesses, it's a huge effort to start a business from scratch again. We're seeing businesses close after business close, and we need to do what we can to kind of offer that.
Say, well, why are your grades so much lower at this point either? So what do you think?
It is such a sad time for our country, for the state of our education. We are seeing failure rates spike, not just in the D.C., Maryland area, but across the country. Why? Because, as we know, online learning is challenging. It is not going well. And this is why it's important to keep in mind that the latest research led by Emily Oster out of Brown University suggests that the gains made by closing schools, it is far outweighed by the significant losses to education by having schools closed. She is unqualified. She is suggesting that schools reopen and that we use common sense measures. For example, if a student has an immune compromised or a vulnerable individual in their home, they should stay home and do online learning, have that option available. If a teacher is at risk, they should stay home. Have that be an option. But those are the exceptions to the rule, and we shouldn't be making a policy based on what is good for the exception. And that the fact of the matter is, we are seeing the most vulnerable students are suffering the most. Reported homelessness for students has not changed. In fact, it's decreased. Why? Not because there are a lot fewer homeless. We don't know where students are. We don't have the capacity to be tracking them. That is dangerous. Students that already may not have internet access, they may not have a computer at home, they may have a chaotic home situation. They're just on the streets right now. We have no idea where they are. And
there's so many challenges out there, Alexandra. I hate to cut you off, but we're going to run out of time, so we're going to have you back on again, even though I'll give you a bonus point for the Christmas tree in the background. It looks absolutely gorgeous this morning. Christina, it's always good to see you. We'll get you back soon, and I thank both of you this morning.
Thanks for having me.